Hello. It's been a long time since I have streamed once. It's probably been like a month or so now. How long has it been? Oh, 2 weeks. Why did I think that was longer? Okay. Okay, anyways. So yeah, I have never seen that. Also, sorry about that accidentally volume thing. So, I haven't seen this. And this right here sounds insane. Why Blue's Clues is a fantasy inside of Law and Order? What? So he's saying this kid show is inside Law and Order. Outside, it sounds insane, most like many of his other theories. But most of them are actually, most if not all of them, very good, has a lot of evidence. So we'll see right here how that goes. It's time for Blue's Clues. After this ad. Why I don't have YouTube Premium. I am sorry. Oh, no ad, no ad. Okay. Give a like on this. Wait. 10 dislikes? It's like, did I see that right? Did I? 10, okay. Also, yes, I got a plugin where I can see dislike. Okay. I guess 10 said that this was not accurate. Well, we're gonna see right now. One sec, I'm gonna check the audio. Okay, it's good. Sorry about that. I just usually check the audio just to make sure. Because usually most of my views are after, so I just want to make sure it's good. Also, cosplay? Nice.
Hi there! Blue's Clues is an educational children's TV show about a man named Steve who lives in a magical
True.
world where he spends his day talking to inanimate objects, jumping through picture frames.
Wait, so this is just an object show? It's just an object show.
Where he spends his day talking to inanimate objects.
Yeah, Spencer State. So this is just an object show. Wait, you know what? Wait a sec. So you're saying this is Blue's Clues? I never knew that. I watched that before. I never knew that's what it was this whole time. Enough with that. Let's just continue.
Objects, jumping through picture frames, and trying to find clues to help understand his magical blue dog.
And okay, that caught me off guard for a sec. And also, like, at the same time, I think he might be blind.
Picture frames and
because he's like, where is it? And it's like right in front of him.
to find
But at the
clues
same time, it's better than some shows.
to help understand his magical blue dog. Law & Order is a gritty, realistic police procedural / legal drama that involves New York City homicide detectives trying to solve murders and prosecute criminals. These two shows are very different.
Yeah, one's a kid's show and one's like, I don't know, the judicial system.
You could not find two shows more polar opposite than Blue's Clues and Law & Order. And yet, despite this, not only do I believe that these two shows exist in the same universe, but I'm also going to be proving that the entire Blue's Clues show is actually just a fantasy inside of the mind of a single Law & Order side character. Yeah.
Oh. Wait, are they
Yes,
after this? So, from what I'm seeing, is there a side character that is like the same actor as Steve from Blue's Clues? And if so, I want to actually research and see if this is true.
I am being serious. I know that sounds crazy, but
Yeah, it sounds like for a lot, but then connect the dots. And also, that is not Steve. That is Fred.
just stick with me, because I'm pretty sure that I have discovered a 29-year-old secret that has never been talked about before today.
Also, I'm sorry for the thing, but back to the object shows. This is just an Anime Insanity. It's Salt and Pepper from an Anime Insanity. Actually, just that.
I have discovered a 29-year-old secret that has never been talked about before today. Get ready, because this is the Blue's Clues Law & Order theory.
One of the most craziest statements. Blue's Clues Law and Order theory. That's basically if I said, I don't know, Men in Black was connected to, Peppa Pig. God, he's gonna probably do that now. Starring Steve, Joe, Josh, and animations. I'm sorry for all the people who are not in the OSC. This is gonna be a bit hard for you. If you want to understand what I'm saying, just watch an Anime Insanity and BFDI. Theory by Alex Bale. Dream
By
theory.
far, the most common type of fan theory is the dream theory. The idea that everything happening in a story is actually all just inside of a character's head, whether they're stuck in a coma, or they're dreaming, or hallucinating, or they're actually dead. Pretty much every piece of media has some kind of dream theory. And it's sort of the lazy, low-hanging fruit of fan theories. You can just
You know, now that you say that, you kind of did something like that in the what was it? The SpongeBob theory with the imagination theory, where his dreams do become reality.
apply it to literally anything, and
Okay.
usually there's never
You can just say that to everything. Just the things above. What was that? Oh,
root of fan theories. You can just apply it
Ash Ketch, Pokemon. It was just he's dead. This is
to literally
dying dream.
anything,
Harry Potter is
and
actually
usually
dead. It's dying dream.
there's
A dying dream.
never actually
SpongeBob is a dying
any
dream.
evidence besides
Jerry
well,
Seinfeld.
apply it to literally
Jerry
anything, and usually
Seinfeld.
there's never actually any
His comedy was fake, and he's dreaming. Now that's what I came here for.
Evidence besides, "Whoa, this show is so crazy and unrealistic. That must mean it's a dream." Ah! And surprisingly, the show that seems to have the most of these types of fan theories is Blue's Clues. You got Steve is actually schizophrenic.
What? The AI makes this so much more trippy. Like, what is this? What happened? Is this like Blue on crack? Remember, keep your channel family friendly. I don't know. After But seriously, why? What is this? Also, wait. 4 digits and then 3, and then those aren't colored in. I guess it's only the hands, but what? And then we also have this, and yeah, this is clearly AI. I bet I could get close to this if I said AI, Blue's Clues, and I would get this.
Steve is actually in a mental
This crop is just amazing. You can tell it's not. It's clearly cropped, but it actually kind of looks funny and somewhat real with like the shading, although there isn't any. I don't know, it just looks funny.
asylum. Steve is actually a drug addict.
Oh, so we finally get to Breaking Bad.
Steve is actually in prison. Steve is actually a murderer who killed his parents.
What is
Oh
happening?
my god. Even I made a parody of these
You know, after this, I'm gonna watch this.
theories back in 2017.
So yeah, it's a pretty basic, normal kid show.
Steve, a 30-year-old schizophrenic who killed his parents, pretends to be a kid.
You know, that was before I dedicated my life to making fan theories about kid shows. And
Mainly SpongeBob.
look, I understand the appeal of these types of theories. It's fun to take something innocent
Wait a sec. Kid shows. So somewhat BFDI. Do a BFDI theory right now.
from your childhood and give it a dark, edgy plot twist. That's kind of literally
Oh, so like Diary of a Wimpy Kid.
my job right now. But why are there so many of these theories about specifically Blue's Clues? Well,
AI. I think YouTube's onto something.
I think it's because
I think they're onto something, guys.
everything about this show has always felt fake. Steve is the only real person
Yeah, and also just that little shimmy shake. Shimmy yeah, shimmy.
in this world. He looks like a young adult, but he acts like a child. And he lives alone in a house where he spends his day jumping into picture frames or talking
Not only that, but it looks like it was drawn by like, I don't know, a 6-year-old. Looks like a 6-year-old drew this.
to unseen voices or inanimate objects. It just kind of sounds like I'm describing someone who is experiencing some kind of false reality. Even the way Steve moves around is strange. He never
That's what I was saying!
actually leaves the room, he just kind of pretends to walk in place while this fantasy world moves around him.
Come on.
Exactly! He shimmies?
Obviously that was more of a filming limitation, but it still adds to this feeling of fakeness. But other than these surface level weird vibes the show gives off,
Wait. If it's a filming limitation, I must say, the green screen on that back then was actually good. It was actually good. Maybe it was blue screen was better than a green screen. Who knows? I thought it would. Actually, I don't know what I thought. I never thought it was. I don't know where I'm going with this.
There's never actually been any strong evidence
Yeah,
to
once again, why?
prove
With
one of
the,
these theories. And believe me, I and
why
others
with
have
the
looked.
AI?
It has been 28 years since this show first came out. You know, you'd think if there was actually some kind of smoking gun here, we would have found it by now. But what if that's because we've all been looking in the wrong place? So, the other day, I stumbled upon an interesting piece of Blue's Clues trivia. A year after Steve Burns filmed the Blue's Clues pilot, he had a small role in an episode of Law and Order. And
Oh, so I was somewhat correct. I was correct. He got two. He is the same actor in this and that. Two different shows that are completely different. Blue's Clues and Law and Order. Is he that guy he was talking about?
I thought the idea of seeing Steve from Blue's Clues in a gritty, realistic cop show was kind of funny, so I decided to track down the 1995 episode titled Cruel and Unusual. Just a heads
Oh.
up, this episode deals with some pretty serious subject matter, so please proceed with caution. In this episode, Steve Burns plays a kid with autism named Kevin Jeffries.
Good morning, how are you?
Great.
What time is it?
10:15.
No, it's 10:18.
We learn that Kevin has trouble communicating with others and often harms himself. So his parents sent him to live in a children's behavioral clinic.
Just what was the behavioral clinic doing for him?
When Kevin was 10, he started to hurt himself.
We didn't know what to do. We couldn't keep Kevin here. We had to send him away.
We later find out that the doctors at this clinic were horribly mistreating him by giving him intense electroshock therapy and forcing him to wear a sensory deprivation helmet for days.
He kept Kathy in this helmet for 3 straight days. This helmet cut off the blood supply.
Wait. Oh, hello. Why did it have to be Blue's Clues? I have no idea. Ask Alex Bale. I have no idea. I didn't make the theory. It was Alex Bale. Yeah. This was Alex Bale. So I have no idea. I will say, though, it is somewhat making sense, in a way.
To our daughter's brain.
The episode starts with Kevin after he's escaped from the facility, but tragically he gets arrested and later succumbs to the injuries sustained from his abuse and dies.
I don't know, Mike. I think the kid's dead.
And the rest of the episode follows the detectives investigating.
Wait a sec, he's like, no! He's not like, oh no, he's dead! He's like, oh, I think my kid's dead. He's not like sad about it. I know I shouldn't be laughing at this, but he's like, oh, he's dead. Well, on to the next one.
His death. So yeah, this is a very sad
Once again,
and
I'm
serious
sorry.
episode, and it deals with some real systemic issues that are still a problem today. And like I was saying, this show is clearly very, very different than Blue's Clues. But what I find
Is this gonna be my cancel alert?
interesting about
I hope
this
not.
is that for years, people have been trying to prove that Steve is actually in prison or a mental facility, and now we have this piece of media where we see Steve's actor in that exact position, and as far as I'm aware, no one's ever really talked about this. I mean, sure, Kevin's not schizophrenic, he has autism, but seeing as how he was being abused and put into sensory deprivation for days where he couldn't hear or see anything, you can kind of imagine that anyone in that position might try to escape to some kind of fantasy inside of their head. So yeah, I thought this was an interesting
Maybe it was when he was in it? Like, he had nothing else to do, so he was just thinking about this. Or once again, it's gonna be like, oh, it was like when he was on his deathbed, he was, thinking, he was making this last dream, like so many others.
coincidence.
Like, why? It's 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 just like the meme that we saw. It's like same with Pokemon, Harry Potter, Seinfeld, and I don't know what that last one was. What is it? I, I actually don't remember. Wait for me to. Harry Potter. Oh, SpongeBob, which I did not expect, because SpongeBob, I don't think he's dead.
But at the end of the day, that's kinda all it was. Like, obviously, just because the same actor shows up in two different shows doesn't mean they're actually connected. But then, I took a closer look at this episode, and I started to notice more and more weird similarities between Kevin and Steve.
Kevin.
At first, it just started with some little things. We are
Press B to throw a bomb, I guess.
told by Kevin's parents that he was learning to draw.
Thanks to him, Kevin was learning to draw.
And in every episode of Blue's Clues, Steve draws in his handy-dandy notebook.
Our handy-dandy? Notebook. Let's draw a rectangle, and there. Cheese.
Okay, but so what? Lots of kids like to draw. But we are also told that when Kevin harmed himself, he was strapped to a chair.
We put them in a chair, and then we hold them there using soft cuffs.
And in every episode of Blue's Clues, Steve spends a lot of time in his thinking chair.
Oh, God. I'm pretty sure the voice actor for SpongeBob retired. The voice actor for SpongeBob himself, or like a different one? Because I know Mermaid Man and Barnacle Boy's voice actors died. It was actually a long time ago, now that I think about it. I actually only heard it like a couple months ago. Surprising to me. Somehow I never understood. I don't know.
We're ready to sit in our
Thinking chair.
Now that we're in our
Oh,
let's
now, I. Oh, SpongeBob's Tom Kenny retired? Wait a sec. Did he? No. Wait, he's still voicing a character. He's still alive, he just has a different actor in the new episodes? Okay, I might need to do a bit more research on that.
think.
And then, when Kevin escaped the facility, he kept asking people what time it was.
What time is it? 10:15.
But back on what I was going to say, why would he, like, dream himself being the chair, even though it was, like, a traumatizing part of his life? Maybe it's because, like, it was such a part of it that he couldn't stick away with that childlike energy. It, like, became something different, but still the essence of it was there? I have no idea.
Thinking chair, let's think.
And then, when Kevin escaped the facility, he kept asking people what time it was.
What time is it? 10:15. What time?
How you doing today, huh?
What time?
Now, it is common for some people with autism to rely on specific schedules or routines, but what time it is also really important in Blue's Clues.
What time is it?
What time is it now?
Steve has a cleanup time,
We just had cleanup time.
a nap time.
It's Blue's nap time.
Now it's time for so long. There's a talking clock. And most of all, every day, Steve has mail time.
Is he gonna, like, somewhat relate the mail thing into this?
Hey, Blue, the mail's here!
So yeah, there's some weird similarities here, but nothing actually concrete. I didn't really start to take
Also, I feel that
here,
and the
but
chair
nothing
thing might be a stretch. 'Cause, like, those are kind of vague. Like, how many actors have been, like, put in a situation where it's, like, a bad thing with one thing and then a good thing with another in two different shows? And also a drawing thing, once again, this is like a kids show. And also, now that I notice, the straps are the same color.
actually concrete. I didn't really start to take any of this seriously until I realized. After Kevin escaped, we are told that he went to a movie theater. And guess what he did in the theater?
Movie started at 10. He was out of here by 10 after 10. Got out of his seat, walked into the screen.
Kevin
He walked into the screen? Okay. Okay. Did he? I don't think he jumped into it. 'Cause, look, he was stumbling around a bit.
What time is it now?
really
Look.
important in Blue's Clues.
What time is it?
Yeah, he was like stumbling around. Maybe he accidentally walked into the screen.
Movie theater. And guess what he did in the theater?
Movie started at 10. He was out of here by 10 after 10. Got out of his seat, walked into the screen.
Kevin got out of his seat and tried to walk into the screen. Doesn't that sound exactly like Steve Bluska doing
Jumps.
into a picture?
Also just Leafy. Leafy going into the map, going to oh. At the same time, jumps. Look. Whoop. He doesn't like run into it. He just kind of does a little hop. And then just like effects happen. Spins and goes into wherever it is.
Got out of his seat, walked into the screen.
This kind of feels like more than a coincidence. So this is when I first started to consider, is it really possible that Kevin Jeffries from Law & Order is the real Steve, and Blue's Clues is all a fantasy he created to escape his abusive reality? Okay, I know you're
Okay, I was kind of right on that part.
not convinced yet, and to be honest, neither was I, but don't worry, we are just getting started. Kevin's behavioral clinic is in New York City, and the one-time characters actually leave the Blue's Clues fantasy world.
Oh. Yeah, that weird live action thing that I kept seeing ads for when that was like it's Sarah. Just why did they have to do that? They made this. I mean, like, I don't know what would have been worse, this or just having a little animation. Animated drawing. Also, is that a green screen?
And go to the real world, they end up in New York.
Blue's Clues in New York City? This is epic!
Also, in the
Oh my god, it's stuck to the camera! I'm done.
Clues in New York City? This is epic!
Also, in the very first episode of Blue's Clues, we can see a newspaper from the New York Times inside of Steve's house, strongly implying that's actually where he lives. We can also see objects from Blue's Clues in Kevin's life. In Kevin's parents' house, we see a very large salt and pepper shaker, just like
Yeah, just a random thing. It's like Clifford. Yeah, it is like the Clifford movie, but with that, it was like half real dog, half animation dog, like CG. But with the Blue's Clues one, from what I've seen, it's just full on CG. I mean, like, at least with the Clifford one, they kind of made it look like an actual dog.
Like Mr. Salt and Mrs. Pepper.
Hi, Mr. Salt and Mrs. Pepper.
Hello, Steve. Hello, Steve.
And in the clinic,
Why did I think when Blue barked it was just, little hello sound?
you can see a red bucket just like Steve's friend, Pale.
Hello, Pale.
Hi, Steve.
Also, when Steve left
Yes, Pale, not, it's this one, not the other.
the show to go to college, he left
Because remember, the captains were, noting AI.
on a blue bus.
And then there's like
and
a blue
when Kevin
bus here.
escaped the clinic, in his pocket he had a schedule for the Greyhound.
Here you go.
Amtrak schedule, Greyhound schedules.
Which is also a blue bus. Alright, those are some more interesting connections, but you're probably still not completely sold yet, right? Well, check this out. When Steve eventually left the show to go to college, he was replaced by his younger brother Joe.
Oh, hi. It's me, Steve's brother Joe.
Okay. Then why is he taller? Is this like a Mario Luigi thing? Where, like, Luigi's younger, yet he's significantly taller? Because this is what I'm seeing here. He's, like, a couple inches taller than him.
Replaced by his
Like, look at this. Look at this. We gotta get scale on here.
younger brother Joe.
Oh, hi. It's me, Steve's brother Joe.
And later, Joe got replaced by their cousin, Josh.
Hi.
Okay, so brother and then cousin? And then we got this guy who, I don't know why, but I'm thinking of Ryan. He's gonna be an adult and his parents are still, like, I don't know, making him do kids content against his will.
It's me, Josh.
And not only does Kevin also have a younger brother, but at the clinic, there is a nurse named Joe.
What's your name? Joe Garvey. Joe Garvey, you're under arrest for assault.
And an
You're under arrest for assault. You're also his cousin now. Okay.
occupational therapist named Josh.
Take a look at the amended complaint. An occupational therapist, Josh Bingham, was dropped.
I think that Kevin is taking aspects from his real life, like the objects or the names of the people working at the clinic, and applying them to his fantasy.
Okay, now I'm kind of stretching this, but what if it's all a coincidence? Or, wait a sec. I was gonna say it's either a common name thing, but didn't this come out before, they replaced him with, the Ryan's World guy? Josh? Why do I keep thinking of Ryan when I see him?
Also, this one is less impressive, but the name Kevin is also the name of the Blues Clues UK host.
Hello.
Oh. Okay, so it's somewhat circled, but at the same time, I don't know.
There, it's me, Kevin.
Also,
It's me, Kevin.
check this out. Kevin's behavioral clinic has the same initials as Blues.
BC, okay. What else has the initials BC? I don't know. The year BC?
Blues Clues. Yeah? That
Yeah.
one's also not that impressive, I know.
Yeah, and also, before Christ.
But wait. If this theory is true, and all of this is just inside of Kevin's head, then why does the main character of his fantasy keep changing?
Yeah, exactly.
Come on in. Hi. Come on in. Hi. Come on in.
Well, at first,
Wait,
Come on in. Hi. Come on in. Hi.
He sounds like. Why does he sound like Pennywise? Like, hello, Georgie. Like he sounds like someone, the person who's gonna kidnap you.
Come on in.
well, at first,
Like,
Hi.
just
Come on in. Hi. Come on in. Hi.
yeah, that exact voice.
Come on in.
Well, at first, I thought maybe Joe and Josh could actually just be from two different kids who took Kevin's spot in the clinic after he died, but the clinic gets shut down.
But why would he, like, know them after he died? If he, like, wouldn't see them?
At the end of the episode.
You made them close the clinic.
So they would all have to be from Kevin, but why? Well, we're told that Kevin has tried to escape from the clinic before.
Well, we called the police this morning as soon as the clinic told us that Kevin ran away. He's done this before.
So what if every time a host leaves Blue's Clues, it's actually Kevin trying to escape the clinic, and when he's inevitably put back inside,
He's done this before.
his fantasy resets with a new Blue's Clues host.
So, how many times has he done this? Wait, so he did it once. Wait, he was there once. That was Steve. Then he escaped, went back. Let's just say he escaped twice. Then the other guy, and then he did again. Ryan's World, and then he died. How would they predict how many times that would happen? Well, if there's a new host, how would you explain that? Would you just say, oh, he escaped another time? Like, how long is the series gonna be?
Come on in. Hi. Come on in. Hi. Come on in.
Okay,
Yeah,
so
that again. There we go again, kidnapper voice.
Is a surprising amount of connections here. You can't deny that. But it still kind of feels like we're missing something. Like, I can see why Kevin would imagine a
Why does that look like a headset? Why does that look like VR?
fun, colorful world to escape his abuse. But why is Kevin's fantasy so focused on playing a scavenger hunt game with a blue dog? As far as I can tell, there's
I saw a blue ball. I don't think that would have anything to do. Probably not. I don't know. One sec, I'll be right back. Uh, mm. Oh, oh, there it is. I thought I deleted it. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. Here we go.
There's nothing similar to that in this episode. Well, I think to answer this, we need to take a closer look at what Blue's Clues.
Also, I just noticed something. The mic looks like a fan. Just like one of those fans.
Actually is.
We're gonna play Blue's Clues now. Maybe he's using the clues to figure out how to escape? Maybe? Like, when he's in the deprivation, he's having those, like, dreams, and he's, like, trying to find out how to escape in those. You know, that makes sense. His dreams are just him scheming to get out. I mean, like, that's one way to put it.
At the beginning of the Law and Order episode, Kevin's doctor explained to the detectives why Kevin harmed himself.
It's pretty common with some autistic children. It's frustration because of their inability to communicate.
It's frustrations because of his inability to communicate.
Is he gonna say, like, that's why he asked people and, like, the, viewers breaks fourth wall, kind of? I'm guessing he's gonna say that.
Now, autism is a spectrum, and it's a lot more complicated and nuanced than the way TV shows like this tend to portray it. But it is true that some people with autism have varying levels of difficulty communicating, and I think this becomes interesting when we take a look at what Blue's Clues actually is.
Well, what story should we tell? Great idea. We'll play Blue's Clues to figure out what story Blue wants us to tell.
It's a game.
Oh! Wait a sec. Okay, now I have a new theory what he's gonna say. Blue is the culmination of his autism.
Game where you try to understand Blue, a character who has an inability to communicate. This is literally the entire premise of the show. So I think that this is telling us that Blue represents the side of Kevin.
I knew it! I knew it!
Kevin who struggles to communicate with others.
Blue is autism? The worst thing I think I've said on this channel. I've said some weird things on this channel before, but I think this might take the, cake for that. Like, sound like a conspiracy theory now. I sound like a conspiracy theorist now. It ruins your theory? I don't know. Maybe it will back it up. Because it didn't say that it wasn't. It could be, in a way.
Okay, but where did the idea for a blue dog come from?
Yeah, that's the big idea on, like, this part, I guess.
Like I said, I couldn't find any references to dogs in this episode. The closest visual was this vaguely blue drawing in Kevin's room that
it looks like a weird slug.
I can't really make out, or this teddy bear that kind of had a similar pattern to Blue, but nothing really concrete.
I saw
which
like
is
a
weird
blue ball
because Blue
or
is such
something.
a major part of this fantasy. But then I realized
I don't remember what part it was.
It doesn't matter if we can't find a direct connection, because in Blue's Clues, Steve didn't actually adopt Blue. In a flashback episode of Blue's Clues,
Wait, is he gonna say like Blue adopted him? It's just Mr. Peabody and Sherman now?
we learned that when Steve was younger, he read a book about a blue dog.
It's a book. Wait a sec. I remember seeing a game. I remember seeing a film theory video on this. Oh my god! I remember it now. Wasn't the story like he read a book about this blue dog who like came from space or something, and the dog came to life, I guess, and that's how Blue is?
A book about a puppy.
Which caused Blue to magically...
Yep, here it is. Here it is. The drawings looks like the hat that he has to wear. Drawing? Oh, it does! It actually does! Oh my god, those lines were a body, but it looks like a helmet too. I don't know what I was thinking.
Was this vaguely blue drawing in Kevin's room that I can't blue? In a flashback episode of Blue's Clues, we learned that when Steve was younger, he read a book about a blue dog.
It's a book.
Who was the actor for this?
A book about a puppy.
Which caused...
It was a book about, drumroll, a puppy. Yeah, now we're gonna read about this. It's gonna be Marley and me, and the dog got, I guess.
Blue to magically come to life. And I think this is also probably what happened with Kevin. We see that the children's behavioral clinic is full of what
Why did I
happened
think that was
with
a
Kevin.
crayon?
We see that...
Why did I think that was a crayon? He was like drawing on himself. Why did I think that was a crayon for some reason?
The children's behavioral clinic is full of what we can reasonably assume are children's books.
And
maybe
blue ones
there's a book in here that also gave Kevin the idea for...
And they're mostly they're blue and orange. Is there anything orange in the show that could be connected? Wait, his shirt right here. His shirt right there is orange.
A blue dog, just like Steve. In fact, this idea of a children's book giving Kevin ideas for his fantasy is exactly what we see at the start of...
Yeah, a bunch of books, and that itself is a book. And then you have, like, creepy music behind it for some reason. I think it's like he's trying to back up his statement and make it more creepy, so it's like, it makes sense now. It was like, you're giving me creepy jazz?
Hi, it's me,
My word.
Steve.
My least favorite type of jazz, creepy jazz. My mic won't stop glitching. Wait, one second. Wait, okay. That's weird. I don't know why it's glitching like that. I'll try to fix it. I'm just gonna unplug it real quick, I guess. Okay, tell me if that's better, okay? I think I might have fixed it.
Every single episode of...
Hopefully, okay, let's just continue.
Of Blue's Clues starts with a stack of children's books in the real world.
Think it is? Okay, thank you.
Before...
Just tell me if it glitches again.
We're going inside of a book called Blue's Clues where the episode takes place. The show literally tells us every episode that Steve's world is fake and comes from a book. And I think this real world full of children's books is actually the Law & Order Behavioral Clinic.
Then why does it look like it's part of a Christmas tree?
World full of...
Like, this is... You go under your tree, and then, oh look, it's a bunch of books.
Children's books?
Yeah, I'm gonna read, I don't know, I thought that was Coraline. I don't know, whatever that is.
It's actually...
And then, like, Hungry Caterpillar?
The Law & Order Behavioral Clinic. And if this is true, that also means that there's probably a book literally called Blue's Clues in the clinic that Kevin is basing his fantasy off of.
Is there a yellow book? Maybe that one?
So, even if we never see a blue dog or even hear the name Steve in this Law & Order episode, Kevin still could have gotten all of those ideas from an existing Blue's Clues book in the clinic. Now, the only thing that doesn't really fit with this idea is mail time.
Hello, mailbox?
Hi,
Yeah, I think I said that at the beginning.
Steve. Have I got a letter for you?
Sure, maybe the talking purple mailbox was just something from the book, but there's no way Steve watching videos of—
Yeah, this is just the equivalent of, video, like, emails. Just sending video in the mail and it's just video. This is just emailing before that, like, became popular or something. I think.
kids in the real world would be something in a children's book.
Look, it's a letter from our friends.
Hi, Steve. This is where we play with our blocks. This goes that way.
Is he gonna say, like, this is a reflection on the, asylum thing?
So, what are these videos? Well, the behavioral clinic is full of other children.
You want to see what a good day is for
Yep,
some of these kids?
yep.
So,
It's happening.
I think these videos are Kevin's perception of the other kids.
I knew it, it's happening.
There is just an undeniable
Blocks.
amount of
Blocks! It's connected because blocks!
connections and similarities between this episode and this show. It just really feels like Blue's Clues is all a fantasy inside of Kevin Jeffries' head. But at this point, you're probably wondering, could any of this actually be intentional?
Is any of this real?
Like, if this theory is true, does that mean that the entire plot of Blue's Clues was actually secretly based on this one random episode of Law & Order?
Okay. If he's gonna say it is, I have a question. If this episode came out during the time of the Blue's Clues being aired, how is he gonna say that? It's like they kind of put those things in and went along with it or something? Who knows?
I'll admit, that seems unlikely, especially since this episode came out a year after the Blue's Clues
Exactly. That's what I'm saying.
pilot was filmed. I think it's a lot more likely that if this was intentional, then it was probably just the Law & Order creators deciding to secretly connect these two shows on their own. Maybe
Yeah, probably.
just because they thought it would be funny.
Air after that, so, and their names were the same. So, did the creators of Blue's Clues just run along with it and thought it would be a funny little reference?
I honestly don't know. And to be fair, this could all still just be a bunch of weird coincidences and that's it. But regardless of the creator's intent, it still works, you know? And it makes talking about Blue's Clues a lot more interesting. And at the end of the day, I think that's kind of
I still, I can't with this. What is this? God, get away from me. Oh! Is this like a weird fursuit?
the point of all of these edgy Blue's Clues fan theories. And this was originally where I planned on ending this video. But there was still one lingering question that was bothering me.
Pokemon, the anime.
I guess we can just say that the entire Blue's Clues timeline takes place before Kevin's death, and if the show ever gets canceled, then we can just say that that is when Kevin died and the fantasy ended. But what if I told you we've already seen Kevin's death inside of Blue's Clues? So
Okay. What do you mean by this?
I recently watched the new Blue's Clues movie from 2022 called Blue's Big.
Wait a sec. So back to the thing I was saying, the game theory thing. One of the main things was this rainbow dog. They're here.
Big City Adventure. And not only did I find even more similarities between this movie and the show, but I believe that this movie is showing us the day that Kevin died and the true end of the Blue's Clues timeline.
Were there any episodes after this?
So, this movie is about Josh, the newest host of Blue's Clues, going on a big adventure to audition for a Broadway musical in New York City.
Blue, we are definitely not in storybook world anymore.
It's kind of what you'd expect out of
Yeah, you think? There's humans now.
modern day Blue's Clues movie. He goes on a journey to the real world and gets lost. There's lots of wacky hijinks, but in the end, he finds his way and gets the part.
We want you to be the star of our Broadway show.
Yes, of course.
Wait a sec.
His way and
They're sent. Why are
gets
the
the part.
objects
We
sentient
want you to be-
still? He's not in the weird house thing. They're sentient. Wait,
Be the star
do
of
these
our
guys even see Blue? This talking blue dog?
Of course. Yes.
That's like somewhat anthropomorphic.
But if you want
Yeah. Does anyone see what's happening here?
watch this movie with this theory in mind, so many things take on a whole new meaning. The first thing that immediately caught me off guard was
Also,
the
claymation.
opening song.
It's a brand new day.
This song is about starting the day, and Josh keeps saying, "Good morning."
Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning, Blue.
And literally, the first thing we hear Kevin Jeffries say is, "Good morning."
So is Donovan. Good morning, how are you?
Despite it clearly being night, we also hear this line in Josh's song.
This life is just like a beautiful dream.
You know, that can mean many different things.
This life is just like a beautiful dream.
And then you cut it to him dead. Yeah, like, this is a dream. It's so beautiful. I'm dying.
Interesting. And while Josh sings, the other characters keep telling him to wake up.
Wake up! Wake up!
It's a brand new day.
Okay, now that's a bit weird. You're already awake. Stop telling him to wake up. Okay, now this is taking a whole new meaning.
Right away, this movie feels different, like it's trying to draw attention to the fact that this world is just Kevin's fantasy and it's time for him to leave it. Josh leaves his fantasy world to go to the audition in New York, just like how Kevin escapes the clinic at the start of the episode.
I have no idea what this movie is. Is it like he's gonna be socially awkward?
And just like Kevin, Josh immediately seems very disoriented by the outside world.
I guess somewhat. Also, he has the same walking stance. I guess it's because he's like getting shoved and he's not used to this and like used to be in isolation and like almost COVID 24/7 where he is. He's done wearing his mask.
Until, of course, his fantasy starts to take over to protect him from reality.
Oh, okay. So now this is making a bit more sense. So no one is seeing this, but is anyone seeing the dog? Because the dog was there before any of this fantasy thing. Yeah, see? Blue was still there. Yeah, what is happening here? Oh, hello. You're back?
What's interesting about this movie is that for
Oh, nice little T-Mobile sponsorship.
But what's interesting about this movie?
Yeah, thank you, T-Mobile. I can't wait for my hypothetical kid. to watch this Blue's Clues movie. Like, hey, I want to use T-Mobile now. I have the sudden urge for it after watching Blue's Clues. Like, what are they trying to do? Get their kids to convince their parents to get T-Mobile?
Is that for the very first time ever, we get these little glimpses of Blue's Clues from other people's perspectives.
Don't you think so, Madam Mustard? Oh? Lovely to meet you. Whoa! Mr. Salt! Mrs. Pepper! Am I glad to see you? Ah, oh my God!
Like
That's actually kind of funny, though. What happened when I was gone, basically, his death is at the same time this movie. And, like, the weird song lyrics. Like, as you can see here, he, repeats good morning, just like how he was saying here. And then he said at one point, this life is just like a beautiful dream, which I put aside because I was like, okay, that could be anything. And then, I don't know why, but a bunch of the characters saying wake up, but he's already awake. So that's kind of leaning into that. And also, yeah, just like using the salt, like, no, you're killing him.
Like I said, this movie feels different. We learn that Josh's audition is at 3 o'clock, and the whole movie is just him
3 a.m.
him trying to find the audition before time runs out.
It's almost...
Also, FedEx? Is FedEx sponsored now?
My gosh, we don't have much time, Blue.
Could this be why Kevin kept asking people what time it was?
What time is it? What time?
Maybe.
What time?
Josh also doesn't know where his audition is. All he knows is that it's in a theater somewhere.
Excuse me, do you know the address to the theater? Which theater? I don't know which theater.
Maybe this is why Kevin went to a movie theater after he escaped, because he
Oh.
thought it was his Broadway audition. Now, in the Law & Order episode, shortly after leaving the theater, Kevin gets arrested and then tragically dies in police custody. But that's not what happens in this movie. Josh goes to the theater and gets the part.
We want you to be the star of our Broadway show.
Yeah, but also still, oh my god, I'm having a stroke. The inanimate objects are, like, still, like, alive. I guess now it's kind of explained. No one can see it. It's just him seeing this. Why did I just think of Flowey from if Undertale was realistic? He just couldn't say kill or be killed. It's a kill be or kill world. He's having a stroke too, I guess.
Yes, of course. Yes.
But instead of him leaving and dying like Kevin, we immediately cut to him performing the musical in a big climactic finale.
My dream is a reality.
So, if this movie really is Kevin's final escape, then what if this is what Kevin experiences as he dies?
And I can feel my world changing.
He's making this a creepy tone, like, yeah, I'm done. Like, I understand what he's trying to do, but he's kind of, like, exaggerating it to, like, fit his point a bit.
Massive.
Like, I understand it's a bit on conspiracy theories, but at the same time.
Magical song where he's surrounded by all of the
Also,
friends
how
from
is
his
he
fantasy.
floating? Is no one seeing him float? Like,
Massive final magical
right here? Is no one seeing this? Is this backstage? Because I see people.
song where he's surrounded by all of the friends from his fantasy. The only people who ever really understood him. Even the old hosts show up for this final send-off.
Wait, these are the old hosts? I thought these were like the villains because I saw them on the thumbnail, and they were like eyeing him down. I didn't know these were the guys.
For Kevin.
And thank you for making this a day and an adventure that I will never forget.
Yeah, as I die, I guess.
I'll never forget how you helped me find all those clues. Thanks again for all your help.
No, really. Now it's over.
Yeah, it's over. The series and my life, I guess.
So long.
And that is sadly where Kevin Jeffrey's story ends. Now, I know this final movie theory maybe doesn't have as much evidence as the rest of my theory, but regardless, I like thinking that maybe Kevin found some peace in his final moments. And yeah, I know that this movie came out 27 years after.
Yeah, exactly. Wait, what? How long has Blue's Clues been on air? What? This is not at all what I'm trying. Why are you thinking 2006? Making still being made? Oh yeah, because there's like this one. It's on season 5. Why does it say season 6 here? So, where this timeline is this? If there's a new host, how is this gonna be like debunked?
The Law and Order episode, so it's probably a stretch to say that they're still connected. Wait, is that
probably
fucking BD Wong?
I'm the director of Rainbow Puppies Broadway musical.
Wait, what? Okay, now that's okay, he can see that. Okay, there has to be something up with this. And also, okay, that's the same guy, I guess?
BD Wong from Law and Order SVU is the fucking director of Josh's musical?
I'm not entirely comfortable labeling the suspect a serial killer.
We want you to be the star of our Broadway show.
Holy shit!
We just figured out Blue's Clues. We just figured out Blue's Clues. We just
It's not Blue's Clues, it's BL now.
figured out Blue's Clues.
Because this is my job.
I guess so.
This is actually my job. Alright, that is my theory. Thank you so much for watching. Hope I didn't ruin Blue's Clues for you. Hey, thanks for—
I don't know, it's been years. Like, I'm not watching this, I don't think. Yeah, I don't know. It was something. As much as I was joking about it and being a bit dark about it at times, this is actually a pretty solid theory, I must admit.
1 million subscribers. That's really cool. YouTube sent me this big—
Oh, nice. He got his 1 million sub plaque. Good job.
golden rectangle.
Yeah, a golden rectangle. Now it just needs to be a triangle for it to be Bill Cipher. Oh my god, the Illuminati is after me now.
So I got that now. Also, you know, Steve Burns is kind of active on the internet these days.
He is? He is?
So if by some chance you happen to see this Mr. Steve Blue's Clues, I'm sure we would all love to hear your thoughts on this theory.
I can't wait for TikToks and his Reddit and Facebook to be flooded with, hey, watch Alex Bale's theory on your old show. I can't wait for that to happen. Oh, here we go. It'll only take like a couple months, maybe even a couple weeks, who knows.
Even if that's just him
I don't know. If you want to, I guess you could do that.
calling me crazy. I'm fine, I'll take it. I got more fan theories on the way.
Okay, so High School Musical I think there was going to be a Breaking Bad. I don't know what these are. This looks like Roblox. I don't know what it could be. I don't know what these are. It's weirdly pixelized. I can't. Why did I think that was Pizza Tower for some reason? Oh no, that's Cars! That is Cars! He's gonna make a Cars theory, guys. I've cracked the code. I saw red and yellow, and I thought that was brown because of the captions. So I was like, oh, is that Pepperman and the Vigilante? No, it's Cars. That's just Lightning McQueen. Very heavily pixelized.
I'm doing a High School Musical one, maybe a Breaking Bad one. Seemed like people were interested in that. And I've got a bunch of other ideas I'm working on too, so subscribe to catch those. Make sure you hit the bell icon, because sometimes YouTube just randomly decides not to tell people when I upload. Hello, is anyone watching this video? Did YouTube tell anyone I uploaded?
Yeah, I'm
I
here
hope
right now. Do you see
Speaking
me?
of which, I recently posted a
Yeah, I'm
compilation
right
of all of the Don't Feed the Muse web series episodes into one long film, and it's got a bunch of brand new content in it, so check that out if you're interested. Thank you to all the patrons who support this channel. If you sign up to my Patreon, you can get access to videos early, behind the scenes content, and your name at the end of the video. Look at all these names.
Okay. Wait a sec. Something's not right. Oh yeah, he forgot to do something. Wait, let me just fix that for him. Hey. There we go. Oh, yeah. There we go. Does this work? Yeah, there we go. Perfect. Is it on his face now? Oh, it's under his neck. Okay. Nice. Yay, I'm finally included in a big YouTuber big YouTuber's video. Yay! God, this is a stupid bit.
This could be you. That could be you. Now it's time for
Yeah, actually I'm right here.
so long.
But yeah, it could be here. Here for like a couple seconds as I just
Thanks for doing your part. I will see you next time.
Oh, it's Alex, Bale, and Slime Dog? Okay. I didn't know we were doing a collab now. You know, that was very good. Yeah, here's the game theory home series thing I was talking about. Yeah, that is very good. So, as I said before, I'm going to watch the 5-minute thing. What? That old Blue's Clues thing that he had before. Where is it? Right here? Yep. Earbud rap? What? Pizza time. Oh, so he did he predicted Pizza Tower, I guess. Oh yeah, I still have my big thing right here. I guess I'll just hide it. Here it is. Is this the same music he had since then? Also, this I have. Why am I not at 1080? Here, 1080 for you guys.
Hi out there, it's me, Steve. Have you seen Blue, my puppy?
Yeah, right there. She was out of screen. Of course not. If you ask if she didn't pop out.
Come on in.
Yeah, definitely doesn't sound like someone who's trying to kidnap you. Oh, it's a VHR. And then Alex's face. Oh. Oh, this is like a similar setup to what he had. Dead? What? What was that? I'm sorry for the photosensitive viewers right there. I am very sorry. Where? How can I slow down the video? Where is it? I have no idea. Where? Okay, I don't know what that is. There has to be something? Have no. Oh, it's a pentagram. And then I don't know what this is. It looks like cow skull gaster blaster. Playback speed. Yeah, I just can't find the playback. Okay, I'm blind. I'm blind. I'm blind. So yeah. Yeah, it was a pentagram. Dies of heroin. Okay. I can tell this is an old theory. Hey, photosensitive viewers, watch out.
We are gonna.
I actually kind of. Yeah, just watch out for a couple scenes. If there's anyone with that, I'll tell you if you can see this one.
Play Blues Clues.
Dead.
We are
Okay.
gonna play Blues
Oh no, the salt and pepper shakers got smashed.
Clues. 'Cause
Okay, I think that's good.
a really
But I
great
just
game.
But yeah, this is just a creepy frame.
We are gonna play Blues Clues.
Oh god, flashbang. Okay. I did not need that.
We are gonna play Blues Clues. We are gonna play Blues Clues.
Yeah, I love slowing down audio to make it sound creepy.
Sorry about that.
Okay, now this is just weird way to open a video.
I haven't slept in like, I don't know, 48 hours, but
Yeah, I think that would affect your eye bags, not your beard hair. It doesn't even look like you have it.
it doesn't matter. I found something huge.
You know, I can't see some stubble there.
Giant conspiracy hiding in plain sight. Blues Clues.
Okay.
So for those who didn't watch it, Blues Clues was a kids show on Nickelodeon that aired from 1996 to 2000.
I think oh my god, what is that? They put that in Blue's Clues? What is this? Clearly I haven't watched it in years, but what is this with context?
6.
Stuff a cow in a straw? Okay. But yeah, I feel like most of us, if not have watched Blue's Clues at least once in our lives. But I would guess not someone didn't. Like a boomer or something? Not to insult them?
Got a pretty basic plot. Steve, a 30-year-old schizophrenic who killed his parents, pretends to be a kid and lives in a house with a magical blue dog and talks.
And also somewhat like claymation. And yes, he did say this was old, so it's not completely right. And also, still, why are people like saying, yeah, he killed his family? What evidence do you have of that? Like, he's a drug addict and he's killed his family. Where did you get this? Where did you pull this out of ChatGPT? Or, I don't know, somewhere else?
Talking objects like salt and pepper.
Oh, so, once again, an object show.
Mailbox, shovel and pail, a dead baby.
What? Okay, that's not in that. That's not in the show, but okay. That's one juicy baby. Oh God, I should stop talking. I think I should just leave. But once again, it's an object show.
Salt and pepper.
It's just
Mailbox. Shovel
it's an object show. I'm telling you, it's an object show.
and pail. A dead baby. Soap.
So, yeah, that looks like Cabby. That's just Cabby.
Every episode, Steve asks Blue a question like, Blue, what's your favorite food? Then Blue leaves paw
Papa
prints everywhere to
John's.
help Steve figure it out.
Yeah, like I'm gonna put paw prints. Just to tell you, it's Papa John's.
They go on crazy adventures.
Yeah. I'm gonna jump through paintings, give you paw prints, and you're gonna have to find out that it's Papa John's of everything.
Jump through pictures and get help from the voices in Steve's head.
Do you remember which one is ours?
Okay, one sec. Oh my God.
Your parents. So yeah, it's a
Tell your parents. Okay. I understand it's like supposed to be asking the kids a question on the other side of the screen, like that fourth wall, because, you know, that's the thing with kids shows.
Do you remember which one is ours?
Like, I remember it's like with other shows, like, I don't know. T-Moomy Zoomy, I think? And Mickey Mouse?
Tell your parents. So yeah, it's a pretty basic, normal kid
Just that. Tell your parents. Just that one. I don't know why, it just gets me.
show until you dig a bit deeper. If you keep watching this show,
Just like, tell your parents. Yeah, do it right now! I am sorry for that.
you start to notice little details that just seem out of place. In every episode of Blue's Clues, there are 3 hidden snails somewhere in the background.
3 hidden
This is never explained. It's just the constant presence.
Why is there? I've never noticed those, and I don't think many even knew that existed. How would you know about that? Why would you think?
Always watching. Now take a look at Steve's hand in the scene. Notice how he holds up 5 fingers.
5.
And as we all know, the number 5 represents death in many cultures.
Are you? Yeah, this is just a conspiracy theory at this point.
Is Steve trying to tell us something?
No, I think he's just like popping his hands because that's something in kids shows to get their attention.
And then, in Season 3, Episode 11, Steve holds a sign saying,
Okay, that's out of context.
please help me. But, if you look in the background, you can
Oh my God, there's an apple. Oh no!
clearly see a picture of a red apple. What could this mean? There's definitely something more going on here.
Yeah, maybe it's just a picture of an apple because it's simple for a kid to see and understand, and also that the help me thing is really out of context. Okay, I'm gonna do some digging.
Then, all of a sudden, Season 4, Episode 24, Steve out of the blue leaves the show, allegedly to
Retiring.
go to college. And if
Retire.
that's not suspicious, a week later, bam, the actor who plays Steve dies of a heroin
Okay, that's not related.
overdose. What? Then, when people start to ask questions, they cover up his death and say
Okay, wait a sec. If he died, how is he in the movie?
he's still alive.
To be rumored dead for 15 years starts to feel disturbingly like a cultural preference. Like, what did I do?
Yeah, here
Why
he
do
is.
people prefer that I am not alive?
This is Steve. I don't know who this bald guy is, but he's not
That is Steve. Why does he have a hack mask? Why did you edit him with a hacker mask? That is fake.
the green striped shirt guy that we all know and love. Don't you people get it? The Blue's Clues
Yeah, now
we
you're
see.
gonna say like the pizza is connected. Pizza Tower. He predicted Pizza Tower just like he said with this pizza time. Oh my God! Now I'm a conspiracy theorist.
Is a facade created by the corporate pub.
Yeah, that's how this show works. Green screens, but it's a blue screen because his shirt is green.
puppet masters pulling the strings. The Steve we grew up
That's
with
the acting.
is just a replaceable pawn used to sell Blue's Clues merchandise.
Look, you could say that with a lot of things. Yeah, I love my Blue's Clues officially licensed and recommended non-toxic striped jumbo crayons. Just what I needed.
But when he decided that he was done being somebody's puppet, he tried to escape the show, so they killed him off and covered up his death. The people behind Blue's Clues will
Okay, now this is just like Don't Feed the Muse before that happened.
stop at nothing to keep this a secret. Anyone who tries to expose the truth will be killed off, just
Yeah, now he's just
like Steve.
Yeah, now so now you're replaced.
What have I done?
You're being replaced right now. Look, this guy is not the same as this guy. It's connected. I'm telling you.
Hello? They're here.
Hello.
They're inside the house somewhere.
They're in your house?
I don't think they know where I am.
What is this? You're in your own house. It looked like you were outside and you're talking? At least like lips it. Like you're gonna say the letter is like trying to fake you out? I can't wait for the jump scare. Oh my god. It's a paw print.
What the hell?
It's time for a jump scare. Yep. Told ya. Look what you Yeah, definitely. So he said it was
Pretty basic plot.
What
He lives in a house.
episode was it? What episode did he say?
Steve holds a sign.
Pool party. Okay. Okay. Does he ever show that? It's a 1-minute episode? Does he ever show that though?
For so long. But we'll sing just one more song.
Okay, this is the end credits. Where is it? Full episode? Maybe I can find something. What? How to draw? I don't think anyone would want to do that. What? Third clue 3x10? Okay. Okay. So we're kind of searching for one thing. What if I do that?
You will help me with these clues.
Okay, no. I have no idea. Wait a sec. What if I search this on here? Pool party archive. Can I find it here? Right, yeah. Right here.
What do you think, Chuck?
This is not it.
Steve, have you seen
Oh, here we are. But why is there
Here
Charlie
it
Brown?
comes.
Why does that look like Me Phone? That is Me Phone 4.
Introducing the...
All right, let's look at our list. So, do you see who we need to invite to the party?
Okay, look. So we are trying to find, where is it? So we are trying to find a paper that says,
Hill, you dig a bit deeper. If you
"Help
keep
me,
but
please help me," on a notebook.
Blue's Clues.
Problem is that it's gonna be a bit hard because it's not like YouTube on the site where we can see if we skim over a little image of about weapons. Did the page just reset? I don't know. Are they just is the government trying to get is is there a deflated beach ball? There's an apple. There's an apple. Okay.
Yeah, look at that.
Is there a apple in any other scene? Okay, there isn't. Okay, clearly this is fake? Because in this whole episode, from what I'm seeing, there was a beach ball. Never an apple. And then here's like a different one. I think this is a different episode. Now it's a pirate. So yeah, I think he was just like connecting it with different episodes, trying to make it seem like it. This was one of his first ones, so I won't put it past him. He put some effort into it. But I feel some of the things from the old episode can't really be trusted. I mean, he did admit it. It was old. He was kind of, you know, it wasn't all true. So I guess that's the dark secret of Blue's Clues. Nice. Thank you all for watching. I'll try to. Okay, why did I think that it was in a live stream tab? No, only I do live streams, I guess. I'll do more of this SpongeBob conspiracy. Hopefully soon. I am sorry for the delay in that. Hope you have a good day, and I'll see you next time. Take care. Have a good night, morning, good afternoon. Depending on our time zone, I'm doing another Failboat reference. See ya.